What's going on, Sagittarius? Welcome to your January 2025 horoscope. January 2025 is a very important month astrologically speaking, which is why I decided to divide the reading into two parts. This is the first half of the month, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this astrological forecast. Big shifts are coming, Sag, from January 11, 2025 until July 26, 2026. The North Node, your future growth and purpose, slides into Pisces, lighting up your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. It's time to focus on what feels like home, both literally and metaphorically. Meanwhile, the South Node moves into Virgo, hitting your 10th house of career and public image. Translation: you might be rethinking what success looks like or letting go of outdated work-related goals. The vibe: less hassle, more heart. 2025 kicks off with major shifts and fresh energy, Sagittarius. The focus is on getting grounded emotionally, rethinking how you show up in your career, and finding your voice. By the end of January, you'll feel like you're stepping into a forward-moving transformative chapter. Embrace it. We're gonna start breaking down the aspects of January 2025, but first, if you like a personal reading, go to davidosorio.co or visit the link in the description of this video. Sagittarius, as Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, enters dreamy Pisces on January 2nd, it swims into your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. This transit is a sweet, cozy one, inviting you to soften up and lean into what nurtures your soul. Here's what it means for you. Your focus shifts to your home environment, and Venus wants it to feel like a sanctuary. You may find yourself redecorating, adding a touch of beauty, or creating a space that feels warm and welcoming. Think candles, cozy corners, or even hosting intimate gatherings with loved ones. It's all about building emotional comfort. Venus brings harmony to family dynamics, so this is a great time to mend tensions or deepen your bonds with your family members. If you've been feeling disconnected or nostalgic, this transit might bring sentimental conversations or moments that make your heart swell. If your partner, Venus and Pisces, might make your home life more romantic and magical, think cozy day nights or cooking meals together. If you're single, this transit could inspire a connection with someone who feels safe and emotionally aligned. Love might not be loud and flashy, but it'll feel deep and meaningful. Venus in Pisces turns your attention inward, Sagittarius. This is a time to nurture your emotional world, beautify your home, and deepen your connections with family, or those who feel like family. Leaning to the dreamy healing energy is here to help you create a foundation of love and harmony to carry you through the year. Sagittarius, buckle up. Mars, the planet of action, drive, and intensity, moves retrograde into sensitive Cancer on January 6th, stirring up the waters of your 8th house of transformation, shared resources, intimacy, and hidden truths. This is a powerful and introspective transit, pushing you to confront the deeper layers of your life and relationships. The 8th house is all about transformation, and with Mars retrograde here, expect all emotional wounds or unresolved issues around trust, intimacy, and vulnerability to resurface. Cancer's energy may make you feel a bit raw, but this is your chance to process emotions you've been avoiding, to find healing. Money, debts, taxes, or shared assets could become a focus. You might need to revisit agreements with a partner, a spouse, or business collaborator. Have boundaries been crossed? Are you carrying more than your share of responsibility? Retrogrades are all about reevaluating and renegotiating. Mars rules passion, and when retrograde in your 8th house, intimacy, both physical and emotional, could feel stalled or require deeper reflection. If there is tension with a partner, this is a time to understand the underlying issues rather than force solutions. Honesty and patience are your best allies. How to work with this energy? The 8th house can stir up intense emotions. Balance this by setting healthy boundaries and taking time for yourself when needed. Mars retrograde in Cancer is a cosmic call for Sagittarius to slow down, reflect, and transform. It's less about action and more about emotional and spiritual alignment. By working through all wounds and reassessing what you share with others, whether that's money, trust, or intimacy, you'll emerge more empowered when Mars moves direct in February. This is the ultimate glow up moment, but from the inside out. Before we continue with this astrological forecast, feel free to leave a comment, tell me how you're doing, how the energies have been flowing during this time. It's really important to read your feedback, and it's a great way to support this channel. On January 11th, the North Node will move into Pisces. First, we're going to talk about what it means for the collective. The lunar nodes aren't actual planets or stars. They're like imaginary points in the sky where the moon's orbit crosses the sun's path, the ecliptic. They're always moving backward through the zodiac and hang out in each sign for about 18 months. There are two of them, the North Node and the South Node, and they're always directly opposite each other. Think of the North Node as your compass, pointing toward where you're growing and evolving. On the South Node, it's all about your past, where you've been, and the stuff you're learning to let go of. When the North Node moves into Pisces on January 11th and remains there until July 26, 2026, its energy will shift the collective focus toward Piscean themes, spirituality, compassion, creativity, and emotional transcendence. Let's break this down astrologically and explore its potential global meaning. The North Node in Pisces encourages humanity to explore spiritual practices, intuitive development, in connection with the divine. Globally, there may be a surge in interest in mysticism, meditation, and other transcendental practices. People may look beyond materialistic pursuits, seeking emotional and spiritual fulfillment. There could be a rise in spiritual leaders or movements encouraging humanity to focus on love, compassion, and interconnectedness. Collective rituals, ceremonies, and global meditative events could gain popularity. The Pisces-Virgo axis often triggers healing crises before growth. Public health systems, environmental preservation, and mental health could become focal points for reform. This transit could even trigger global-scale diseases, especially because Virgo represents health and the South Node will be hanging there. While the North Node's energy points to growth, its opposite point, the South Node, will simultaneously be in Virgo. This creates a tension between the desire for the spiritual transcendence, Pisces, and over-reliance on practicality or control, Virgo. Some challenges may include an increase in avoidance behaviors as people struggle to cope with the pressure of global issues. Pisces' water influence might highlight concerns over rising sea levels, water pollution, and natural disasters involving water. Unfortunately, the next year and a half also has a lot of potential for flooding and other water-related catastrophes. Confusion or blurred lines in global relationships could arise, such as disputes over resources or refugees. The North Node's transit through Pisces invites us to surrender control, embrace the unknown, and learn how to flow with life rather than resist it. Balance practicality and spirituality. Avoid the extremes of escapism or over-attachment to order, and find harmony between soul and structure. On a more personal level, when the North Node enters Pisces on January 11, 2025, and transits your 4th house, it marks a transformative period focused on home, family, emotional roots, and your innermost self. This transit invites Sagittarius to embrace intuition, spiritual healing, and emotional depth. You're being guided to trust your emotions and intuition, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and home. This is a time to nurture yourself both emotionally and spiritually. This is a powerful time for healing family relationships or connecting with your ancestors through spiritual practices. Compassion and forgiveness may play key roles. The fourth house doesn't just refer to blood relatives, it also represents the emotional bonds you form with others who feel like home. During this transit, you may redefine what family means to you, potentially creating a chosen family based on shared spiritual or emotional values. For some of you, this may be the time to start building your own family. Meanwhile, with the South Node in Virgo transiting the 10th house, you're being called to release perfectionism or rigid ambitions in your career so you can focus on inner peace and emotional grounding. Challenges during this transit. You may struggle to let go of your attachment to societal expectations or the need for public recognition. This transit teaches that inner fulfillment must come first. Pisces energy can sometimes lead to escapist tendencies, especially when confronting emotional wounds. Ground yourself in healthy spiritual practices. Manifestation tips for North Node in Pisces. If you're looking to buy your own place, start living on your own, or even start your own family, this is an excellent time to take those steps. Imagine your home as a sanctuary for peace, love, and creativity. Visualize it filled with light and harmony, reflecting your innermost desires. Set intentions for compassionate communication and forgiveness with family members. Picture any conflicts resolving in a loving way. How to work with this transit. Set up a meditation corner. Create an altar or light candles to ground yourself spiritually in your private space. Connect with family traditions, engage in genealogical research, or honor your ancestors with rituals. With the South Node in Virgo in the 10th house, release rigid career ambitions and trust that by focusing on your inner life, external success will flow naturally. This is your call to align with your truest emotional foundation, Sagittarius. Lean in to the depth, compassion, and healing this transit offers. If you like my content, please consider making a donation. Your donations help me to keep posting horoscopes and readings more often. It would also allow me to have more time for bringing new ideas and improving the quality of the content. I really appreciate your generosity. The link is in the description down below. When the South Node enters Virgo on January 11 and remains there until July 26, 2026, its influence will highlight the karmic lessons and patterns humanity needs to release, especially those tied to Virgo's themes of perfectionism, control, service, and practicality. This placement emphasizes moving away from excessive reliance on logic, micromanagement, and rigid structures, while integrating the soulful, intuitive, and empathetic qualities of Pisces, the North Node. Let's explore the global implications of this transit. Virgo's shadow side includes a tendency toward hypercriticism, obsession with details, and striving for impossible standards. Globally, this transit suggests a need to let go of rigid systems, overly bureaucratic processes, and perfection-driven mindsets. This could lead to reevaluating work cultures, healthcare systems, and education that prioritize productivity over well-being. Virgo is the sign of service, but its shadow is overwork and martyrdom. The South Node here may push society to address burnout, especially in service-oriented industries like healthcare, education, and public service. There may be collective discussions about the unsustainable demands placed on workers and the need to value rest and self-care. Focus could shift away from over-medicalization or quick-fix solutions and move toward holistic and preventative approaches, aligning with Pisces' themes of healing and unity. There may be a collective realization that constant productivity isn't sustainable. Remote work, flexible schedules, and alternative economic models may gain traction as people prioritize quality of life over rigid routines. Virgo rules systems of service, so governments and institutions may come under scrutiny for being overly bureaucratic or inefficient. Simplification and more intuitive, compassionate solutions may emerge. Virgo's tendency to overcomplicate might be counterbalanced by Pisces' call for simplicity and flow. Overly detailed systems in governance, finance, or trade could face restructuring, paving the way for more fluid and inclusive alternatives. This transit will challenge humanity to balance the need for practical systems, Virgo, with the need for a spiritual flow and emotional connection, Pisces. The South Node in Virgo is about releasing the shadow of overperfection and remembering that life is inherently messy, interconnected, and beautifully imperfect. On a more personal level, when the South Node enters Virgo on January 11, 2025, and transits your 10th house, it signals a time to release old patterns, attachments, and karmic baggage related to your career, public image, and societal expectations. The 10th house represents your professional life, ambition, reputation, and the legacy you leave in the world. The South Node's presence here invites you to let go of perfectionism, overwork, and the need for external validation in these areas. This transit may highlight areas where you've been overly focused on work, striving for perfection, or tying your self-worth to your achievements. You may feel drawn to step back from seeking approval or recognition in your public life and focus more on personal happiness and emotional security. Certain jobs, roles, or professional responsibilities that no longer serve you may come to an end during this period, making way for more aligned opportunities. Releasing tips for South Node and Virgo. Reflect on professional ambitions that no longer resonate with your current self. It's okay to pivot or let go of paths that feel uninspired. If your workplace feels draining, critical, or overly demanding, this is the time to let go and seek something more aligned with your values. Virgo energy in the 10th house may push you to overwork or obsess over productivity. Release the habit of constant striving and allow time for rest. How to work with this transit. Shift focus from work and public roles to your emotional well-being, home life, and inner foundation. Ensure that your career doesn't overshadow your personal life. Create a harmonious balance between the two. Be willing to pivot in your career or let go of professional roles that no longer feel aligned. This is a powerful opportunity to redefine success on your own terms. Trust that by letting go of outdated roles and focusing inward, you are aligned with your soul's evolution. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you liked this video. If that's the case, please like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the bell icon and activate all notifications so you don't miss anything. Also check your rising sign because when combined with your sun sign, it can help you understand better how all of these aspects are going to play out in your personal life. Alright Sagittarius, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.